Hey guys, Zero here with another Warhammer unboxing, Warhammer 40k. Most of you know already that the new Warhammer 40k Shadowspear box set came out. Well, I couldn't afford to get the full box. Plus I was kind of on the fence about the Primaris side. It's not that I don't think that they're cool, well, at least some of them. I'm just trying to be very selective what I get for the rest of the Primaris line, especially because my son's Space Wolf army is really almost done, and I don't want to start just getting more. I don't want it to get into what I'm doing with the Chaos side of it. But I found a guy on eBay selling the Chaos half of the Shadowspear, and I was on the fence about it for a while because really the 10 Chaos Space Marines are literally just redone Chaos Space Marines. One sec. But at least with the Chaos, my Chaos army, my intention was to go Apocalypse size, so I figured, why not? But hang on one sec. Here are the bases. You get one 100mm, two 50mm, three 40mm, and 10 32mm. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. This is on black, I get it. But yeah, this is for the Chaos half. That out the way here. The guy sent me half of the instruction manual, or the Chaos half at least. It's in pieces, but that's okay. You know, I purchased the half. Like I said, I couldn't afford the full box set at the time, and I wasn't sure about the Primaris guys. I like the snipers with the cloaks, but that's about it. And the Chaos side, I'll be honest, I was very, very close to not picking these up. I mean, they've got the new you've got the new I can't remember what he's called, but the Venom spider thing, the Obliterators, the Greater Possessed, which I really don't care about. But the reason I bought the set at this, it was like 80 bucks. And originally I was like, no, that's too high, But, doing the math, people online were selling them for like 85 for the half. And I get it, they didn't want to lose out on their purchase or whatever. But when you think about it, a Start Collecting box set is around $72 on eBay. And they've gone up now to like $80. So this, to me, in a Start Collecting, you usually get like 10 guys in a squad, or 12, depending on the size of the squad or the type. You get some kind of leader or HQ choice, and then you get some kind of large base model, either a tank or a dreadnought or something of that nature. So with that, I got my 10 Space Marines, I got my HQ choice, and I got my big monster. But I also got the two Obliterators and the Possessed guys. Kind of like, it was justifiable, the cost. This is the mini codex that came with the set. The Heretic Astartes Demonkin. And I know it has stuff to do with obviously the new rules for the new models in the unit. Kind of goes over some cool stuff about some of the other factions, like the Iron Warriors, the Purge, you know, Flawless Host, and then you've got your painting showcase, which is kind of cool. And like I said, these guys are pretty much Chaos Space Marines. They didn't really change too much. And I think in the new set, though, in the new rules, the new guys can have different heavy weapons in the unit, which is really cool, but you don't get that in this set. You just get autocannon, so whatever. And then this guy gets a chain axe, which is different, because normally it's a power fist and something, or a power sword, but he gets a chain axe, which is kind of cool. I got them because they're also different. I don't have a lot of units of each type, so like I have Chaos Space Marines, obviously, so I have 10 with swords and pistols, and I have 10 with bolt guns and heavy weapon, you know, so I tried to keep them a little armed a little differently, so that, you know, they don't all look exactly the same. And there's the Greater Possessed, and then the Obliterators. I wasn't keen on Obliterators initially, but apparently in this new rendition, which is going to be in the new Chaos Codex, they're a bit more affordable and justifiable now. So it's not like, you know, they didn't totally nerf them. And they also give you new rules for Terminators that are coming out, which is kind of nice, because Terminators were pretty obsolete in 8th edition, but, you know, especially Chaos Terminators, because they were so freaking expensive, and they did just as bad as regular Terminators. But what's that guy called? Master of Possession, that's what he's called. Space Marines, Greater Possessed, Obliterators, and Venom Crawler. Okay. I do like some of the models that have come out, you know, the new Chaos releases, of course. I mean, at the point where I was actually going to be done collecting Chaos, I was actually close to finishing off my Apocalypse army, but with the new models, I was kind of like, you know what, I could just finish them off with these new models, and that would be pretty cool. Here we have, let's zoom in for you, the Master of the Possessed, or Master of Possession. He's on a single sprue, just like most heroes. A lot of detail for, you know, those quick. I mean, this to me, this would be something you would buy at a sprue or a blister pack, you know, $25, something like that. Not a lot of parts, but it's still pretty. He's pretty good looking. Here you can see the Venom Crawler. Not sure. Might be some of the Obliterator stuff. Yeah, it looks like some of the Oblit stuff is on here too. And those guys look way better. I never picked up Obliterators before. I hated the way they looked. I never liked the models. And other companies made, you know, different versions, like Cromlech made some. They just all look like crap. It's just, it was me, I don't know. Even when they redid them, they just, I don't know, just something about them, man. It just didn't. I don't know. I personally was not a fan of those models. But these guys look pretty cool, I gotta say. They look pretty good. I don't know what if they're gonna release a box set of Obliterators and what it's gonna cost. But for the cost of these two guys, and you can have 3 in a unit. They only give you 2 in this set, but you are able to have 3 in a unit. You get 1, and then you can add 1, and then add a second one. So And from what I understand, the price in here, in this little codex, has actually been revised in the new Chaos Space Marine Codex, which gives a more accurate point cost. Or maybe I think this is the accurate point cost for them, and the new Chaos Space Marine Codex had a typo. So I want to say that's it. And this is the Chaos Space Marines. And yeah, it looks like the Greater Possessed as well. This is really cool. I like when I see a sprue like this. This is very cool. This is literally packed with parts. So, and unfortunately, this isn't one of those, well, you could use this part or that part or this weapon or that one. This is literally everything on here you're going to use in building these kits. So, they're very detailed. And they're very ornate now. Kind of like the guys from the Dark Vengeance set, which is nice because those guys looked really cool. So they should fit right in with my Crimson Slaughter army. So I'm going to paint them up red. That autocannon looks pretty cool, but I gotta be honest, I got a whole squad of Havocs with autocannons. It's like, let's do something else. And now they just re-released the Havocs with all kinds of regular Space Marine weapons like las cannons and missile launchers, and, you know, things like that, which is kind of nice. It's about time. So I was like, they're supposed to be Space Marines. Yes, they're heretics, but they were not armed like Space Marines. And it's always bothered me. It's like, man, so as soon as you became a heretic, you lost the ability to fucking use las cannons or plasma cannons immediately. Like, nope, you just can't use those anymore, you know. But so yeah, I thought it was a pretty good deal. Plus it was free shipping, so $80 plus free shipping, you know, that's, you can't really, I couldn't argue, you know. Like I said, the cost of a Start Collecting set is $72 to $80 with free shipping. So that to me is what this pretty much is, except I got a couple guys for free, which is what it is in the Start Collecting sets. You kind of like, you're paying a small, you know, you're paying a certain price, but you're actually, if you do the math, most of those sets that haven't gone up in price, you're actually getting a model for free, you know, or close to free. So that's not too bad. So for $80, I figured, why not? I'm gonna get a squad of Havocs, probably another squad of Space Marines, just to finish out, you know, the new model series. I don't know if I'm gonna get the Terminators. I might, because they're supposedly cheaper now and they're better balanced, you know, at least for the Chaos Space Marines. So I might get a squad of those guys. And from what I understand, you can arm the whole squad with chain axes and and combi bolters, which is really nice because it's an affordable unit. You know, it's not, you're not breaking the bank with power fists and things like that. So they might be worth it now. And also the new Lord Discordant, that guy's pretty cool, and he helps out. He buffs like Demon Engines, so I definitely like that because Demon Engines are cool. I really like Demon Engines, but they suck in combat, or they at least suck in shooting. You know, their stats are low, so this guy gives them that buff. That's kind of cool. So anyway, that's for another time. But yeah, that is the Warhammer 40k Shadowspear Chaos half of the box set. I think it's pretty cool. It's worth it to me. I think it's cool. It'll just add a little bit more theme to my army. Alright guys, thanks for watching.